Had to do it. Had to do it. And so it shall be done. Ladies and gentlemen, Wakey Bakey Sama, thanks, man. Gifted tier 1 over on Twitch. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate you all. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the support. Whether you are watching on the Twitter, whether you are watching on YouTube, whether you are watching on Twitch, whether you're watching on Kick, which still doesn't show up on my thing at all. But if you're over there and you're watching, I appreciate you. So thank you. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, man. We've got a lot to talk about today. And just in general, we have a lot to talk about. Deadpool and Wolverine going crazy on social media. Going wild. And I thought about it because I had two major things that I wanted to talk about today. And I was like, well, I could just do them as videos and just like record them, do a like quick edit and put them up. But I was like, nah, like I'll just stream about it. We're streamer. We're streamers now. We're a streamer now. So that's what we're gonna do. What is up, everybody? And welcome on in. Appreciate you guys. Hope you guys are doing well. But you're a streamer now. Exactly. We'll do it live. Exactly, man. That's exactly what it is. And it's sponsored by Coca-Cola. I mean, that would be nice. I wouldn't say no to that. That would be cool. So, just so everybody knows, Rossi says, Rebel Moon Part 2, Josh's bad take, and shit X-Men movie rumors, but Deadpool 3 looks fire. I don't even know what that means, but thank you for the love. Appreciate it. Can I have a Coke? I'm parched and just woke up. Yeah, but I mean, you know, you shouldn't be drinking too much Coke, to be honest with you. You know, I'm trying to drink some. Normally, I only ever drink soda when I'm having a soda and whiskey or soda and rum, or if I go to the movie theaters. Josh, are you a streamer now? Yeah, I think so. I mean, I clocked in as that today. You know, so we'll see. Yeah, but I'm trying to drink the Coke because I enjoy a Coke. I enjoy Coke. And I've got a couple of them. But I'm trying not to drink all the Coke. Did you see another YouTuber posted your Coke freakout video? No, I did not, but that's cool. That's okay. That's, you know, that's generally speaking a good thing. I enjoy Coke. Josh, yeah, no, I do. Josh, when are we getting our emotes over here? That's a good question. We should work on that. Maybe we'll work on that either today or tomorrow. I'll try to get it done by the end of the week. We're dealing with some bull crappery. You know, just life stuff. But yeah, I'll try to get that set for you guys. I was just going to do a Twitch stream today and do some gaming. But again, this stuff's crazy. I really want to talk about this. So we've got two major things to talk about today, and we are definitely getting into spoilers. I've got spoilers in the title. I've got leaks and rumors on the thumbnail on YouTube. If you come in here and you get spoiled, that's on you. That's on you, Nerdvenger. You understand? I'm trying to label correctly. I'm trying to warn people correctly. It's not like I'm going to start like rapid fire rattling off the spoils, but we are going to spoil some stuff. There's some stuff out there I want to talk about. It's pretty interesting. Chilling in the basement with a 5 spot. Appreciate you. Says, one question. Why are you okay with the X-Men coming from a different universe, but not the Fantastic Four? Just curious. Nerd Adventures for Life, take my money. Units. Okay, couple of different things here. I think the main difference, and I actually have addressed this before, but it's all good, baby. I'm more than willing to answer any questions that you guys have. So, one of the main reasons that I don't like what they're doing in the Fantastic Four, but I'm okay with what they're doing with X-Men, and this is rumors, right? We still don't fully know if that X-Men rumor is real. By the way, edited version of the X-Men rumor will be dropping on the channel later today. So if you want all the full deets on that, you can check that video out. But here's the thing. I think it's two things. Number one, the Fantastic Four, to me, exist and operate better when they interface with other Marvel heroes. So I like the Fantastic Four, but I generally speaking like when they're involved in other big Marvel affairs. You know, particularly Reed. I feel like he works really well with like the Illuminati, or you know what I mean, or something going on that like he has to interface. I'm reminded of like when Peter was dealing with, he was dying and he had the Other. If you've ever read that story, the Other, he like goes to Reed and Reed basically tells him what's going on and that there's no cure and stuff like that. So I feel like for me, the Fantastic Four work better when they're with other characters. They're like a nice thing to have within a Marvel universe, okay? And the rumor is that not only are they coming from a different universe, but they're coming from a universe where they're like the only heroes. Okay? And to me, like, that's just not it. You know, I don't like that. And the X-Men universe is not going to be like that. The X-Men universe, from the rumors, is supposed to be other heroes. We've already seen that binary exists there. So there'll be like a Marvel universe of sorts, and it's just going to be like a variant universe of ours and feel almost like just a different version of the Fox X-Men. So I think that's maybe one main reason why. I also get the impression when it comes to the X-Men that there's still going to be some recasting and some hard rebooting. And so I don't think they're setting up the X-Men for the MCU in the new X-Men movie. I think they're setting up a version of them, and it'll be kind of different when you see it in post-Secret Wars. Right? So I think they're just doing different things. I think they're different properties. And so that's kind of like the TLDR on that. That's why I think the X-Men movie rumor is good and the Fantastic Four movie rumor bad. Also, man, there's just a lot of stuff with the Fantastic Four movie that's... Woo, I don't know about that one. Rossi says, I'm just saying that your copium take with Rebel Moon Part 2 rough. I can't wait for the Snyder Cut version to come out and it'd be worse than a Netflix cut. I cannot imagine it being worse. And that's not necessarily saying that the other movies have to be great. That's kind of more speaking to the fact that the Netflix versions of Rebel Moon are pretty bad. They're, in my opinion, they're pretty bad. I could not see them being worse. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you think? I like the X-Men and the Fantastic Four to be in their own universe, and when shit gets real, they can link up. Yeah, I mean, I will say this. It's kind of interesting when you think about Secret Wars and you think about like how they're building up the multiverse. This is probably what they should have done from the jump. You know what I mean? Like establishing other universes, establishing other heroes via that. If you're really going to do like this kind of hodgepodge, soft reboot kind of thing, I kind of think it's fun if you do it the whole way. Like, imagine if Shang-Chi had been in a different universe. And maybe we didn't realize that until, like, the end of the movie. And we're like, oh, shit, like, that's not our Nick Fury or something like that. I think that could have been cool. So, yeah, I think that could be fun. Yeah. That scene where Logan is in the field with the stone statues. Do you think the statues look like ships that carried the Sentinels in Days of Future Past? It's pretty interesting that you're thinking that. That is pretty interesting, I will say. And we're going to get into that because I definitely got some shit to say about that. Really, really interesting. Give it up, dog. It's over. Stop with the Snyder copium. No! I will not. I will not. That's my copium, man. That's my copium. I'm here. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Morning, Josh. Have you seen the leaks about the King Thanos ride and super hype for Deadpool? I haven't. I mean, what are the leaks about the ride? I haven't seen anything about the ride other than a lot of people are starting to believe that King Thanos will come back to the MCU, but the reality is I've been saying that for a while. I mean, not to toot my own horn, but toot fucking toot. I've been saying that for a while. You know? I told you King Thanos. I told you King Thanos, but maybe you did tell me that as well. So is the X-Men movie 100% confirmed to happen? I mean, they're certainly doing an X-Men movie. That's 100% confirmed. Whether the rumor that's out there right now is real, that's yet to be determined. We don't know. We do not know. We do not know. So we're going to wait just a little bit here, and then I'm going to get into the juicy details on all this shit, man. Woo! I'm excited. I'm excited to talk about it. I also just want to say a couple of things as far as show notes are concerned. I got to figure out how to do a driving, like a thing on the screen for the members, and I'm sure we can figure that out. It's probably in here. Yeah, I'll have to look into it. Like a goal. Ooh, subscription goal. I guess that's member goal. Yeah, we'll look into it. Regardless, man, we're trying to do a drive for members on the channel. And essentially, what we're going to do is for every 1,000 members we get, I'm going to add another permanent day to the streaming schedule. So we could just be permanently streaming many, many days a week. We have about 1,000 members right now. A little over, a little under, depending. We're trying to get to 2,000. So if we get to 2,000 members, we will add another permanent day to the streaming schedule, which I think would be super fun. I think that might be it. The only other thing I want to say is I am still planning on having a stream tomorrow morning. I'm not sure what we're going to talk about. This stream today is probably not going to be super long, to be honest. We're going to talk about this leak stuff, and then I'm going to get out of here. I got some other work to do. Tomorrow morning, we'll do some kind of a stream. And then tomorrow night, we are doing our comic book club. And the homework was Kingdom Come and All-Star Superman. So you got a bunch of Superman to read. I still got to reread it all, so I'll probably work on that today. And so tomorrow night, we'll be doing comic book club with the members at 7:30 p.m. 7:30 p.m. Sydney Sweeney cosplay at 5K members. I don't know what that means, but sure. Shave your head at 3,000 members. I'm not doing a shave your head goal. I mean, maybe if we get to 5,000, I would do it. But what I'm doing is like, so if we get to 2,000, I'm going to add another day. If we get to 3,000, I'll add another day. 4,000, I'll add another day. If we get to 5,000 members, I'm going to be streaming every single day. That's how that works. But it's going to reset every 30 days. How about shave your beard? No, take my eyes, not the beard. It might be a shitty beard, but it's my beard. And I want it. What if My Time to Shine learned about King Thanos because of me? Does she watch the chat? I don't even know that she was talking about it. I blocked her. Is she talking about that on Twitter? Because I saw some people talk about it. She's talking about it too? Oh, wow. That's interesting. Please, can I get an update link for the Discord? Yeah, somebody on Twitch should be able to figure that out for you. She did. Wow. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, so... Yo, I told you guys when I first started talking about that, because there were a couple of things, and unfortunately, it was not you talking about it, the watcher. Sorry. But there were a couple of things that people were saying, and I was asking people about it. I was pretty sure they were going to do that. In fact, the last video I did on that exact subject, we were talking about more updates on it. Maybe like a new account was talking about it. I remember Alex Perez was kind of hinting at it a little bit in some of his articles. And then there was Brolin talking about it. There were some people talking about it. I think bringing Thanos back is a brilliant idea. It's not like he's going to be the only one they bring back, but I think he would be a great sort of second villain to Kang and whatnot. I think that would be cool. I think that shit would be cool. Don't forget to connect to Twitch and YouTube. What do you mean? Oh, you're talking to them over there. Yes. Josh, how sick is that X-Men 97 Xbox? Dude, it looks incredible. I want it real bad. J Mike Gaming with a 5 spot. Appreciate you, brother. Says Josh is the GOAT. Hear him. But nah, seriously, thanks for all you do, brother. Much love. Hey, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. Any Daredevil Coke cans I can get from you? Yeah, they're like $20 a pop though over here. The world, hey, Ice Draco, my man. Ice Draco 9000. Welcome to the Nerd Vengers. You are a Nerd Venger now. That D23 mural is Secret Wars. What do you mean by that? Send that shit to me. What are you talking about? Tim's Talk. What's up, man? Who is Gosling playing? I'm not really sure. I am not really sure. Yeah, 20 bucks. Dude, they're $20 a pop. Rossi, what? No, I did not. I'm going to read your chat here. And you better. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, I missed your 5. My bad. Says, do you think there's any chance in hell Netflix will greenlight more Rebel Moon movies? Like, why would they? Well, I don't think they have to greenlight anything else. They have to wait and see how the extended cuts go, and then they'll make a decision from there. Dar Boyd says, did you switch up when you stream? Sort of. I'm just kind of streaming I'm a streamer now. So, look, here's the deal. We're still streaming at 11 Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. But yesterday was a little bit different because the trailer dropped at 9 a.m. So we were streaming very early for that. Today, I thought to myself, I was literally like, I went and ran some errands. I got my hair cut. And then I was like, yo, I could make these videos. I got 2 big things I want to talk about. So I could do 2 videos, or I could stream and then clip them out and make videos out of the clip. So I decided to go with the stream. So the reason I'm streaming right now is because I thought it would be better than talking to the camera alone and then editing it and then letting y'all see it that way. So that's what we're doing. That's why we're doing it. Star Wars Oddball, appreciate you, brother, says, currently reading All-Star Superman. Cool story idea for Soups. Kingdom Come next. Yeah, dude. I'm glad you're enjoying them. They're 2 of the best Superman stories out there. And so it'll be really fun to talk about those stories tomorrow night. Talk about what they mean, what to take away, and maybe some of what will end up in Gunn's version of Superman 2. Can we just talk about Star Wars? Would rather not. Would rather not. Josh, I'm sure you really appreciated seeing my tweeting this morning about the Coke cans. Definitely not triggering. Yeah, no, it was great. Thank you so much, man. Eric says, got busy at work and I missed the notification today. Wasn't expecting a Tuesday stream. Love it, though. Oh, hell yeah, baby. Let's talk Warhammer. Nope. This is a happy stream. We're talking about happy things. We're talking about good things. We're talking about Marvel. We're talking about Deadpool, Wolverine. We're talking about the X-Men, mutants. A little slice and dice, baby. Yeah, why would we want to talk about Star Wars? You want to get fucking mad? Oh, I get it. You want me to get mad. I'll buy your Dark Angels. I'll sell them to you real cheap, man. Look, I'm waiting it out. I'm waiting it out to see what happens. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Like I said, I don't really want to talk about Warhammer. Boo! Boo! Josh, using us for clips. I feel so used. Yeah, but do you like it, though? Or are you mad? You know? Celebrate 13 months. Prez says, thanks for the Tuesday stream, brother. Deadpool and Wolverine hype is so much fun. Also, can't wait to hop into Star Wars Fortnite with you and some Nerd Vengers. You want to say? Nerd Vengers for life. Dude, we should do a member stream or something where we all hop in together, you know? We should definitely do that. We should definitely do that, man. That would be really fun. Invincible? Never heard of it. Deadpool and Wolverine definitely jumped to the MCU at the end. Okay, well, let's talk about it. How about this, guys? Let's start here. Let's start here. And I got to kind of reset that. That's all right. Let's start here. where's your hype level on the trailer? And have you watched it more? And I'm sure you guys have been watching other people's videos, other people's breakdowns, probably been seeing what the scoopers and the leakers and everybody have been talking about. Where's your hype at? What are you excited about, man? Because I'm super excited for this movie. Oh, the Canadian said 7. Yeah, that makes sense. It's your people, bro. Trev, it is literally your people. And you can't muster an 8 out of 10? God damn. 10 out of 10, 10, 9, 10, hype, 9.2. Nice. Hype level, let's fucking go. 9,000. Hell yeah. Wolverine. Yeah, man. I was thinking about this last night. Last night we watched The Wolverine. The Wolverine. Underrated movie, dude. I like that movie. And there's some really cool stuff in there. But I was just watching the movie and I was like, damn, I can't believe we get to watch more of Jackman doing his thing. You know? And he has been killing it in that role as that character. He did 17 years and hard carried the Fox X-Men shit on his back. Frankly, maybe a little bit too much. You know what I mean? To the point where like these kids don't even know about the proper X-Men. But regardless, he's given us so much. And now we're getting even more. And this kind of takes me nicely into the first thing I wanted to talk about today. And that is this variant of Wolverine. Because that is not the Wolverine that you might think it is. And I've been talking to some people about it. I've been doing a little research. And I think what they've done with this variant of Wolverine is so goddamn brilliant. So I want to start there because I want to explain who this guy is. And I want to explain why it's such a brilliant tactic. It's really smart. Chris says, 42 months of nerdy shenanigans. Could I get a birthday? Yeah. 42 months? Holy shit. Chris, happy birthday. Let's get some happy birthdays in the chat for Chris Listenfeld. Happy birthday, brother. Hope it's a good one for you, man. 82nd Airborne Vet, member for 38 months, says month after month. Take my money! Nerd Vengers for life. I appreciate you. I appreciate the support. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome, man. You guys really do make it all worth it. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. Talking about Deadpool, Wolverine, leaks, rumors, spoilers, crazy reveals. Hell yeah. Not yet? You're not ready yet? Okay, we'll wait a little bit. XA says, I miss making these streams. What the hell? My phone's... Google thought I was talking to it. I miss making these streams, but you know, Ryan is live. I don't know. What? Oh, you talking about the Nerd Executive? Yeah, I mean, I like that guy. You know what I mean? So, tell him to shut his mouth when he's talking to me. Okay. Are we ready? Are you guys ready to talk about this variant of Wolverine? You putting the spoiler tag up? Hell nah. There's spoiler in the title. There's spoiler on the thumbnail. If somebody wanders in, like a child wandering into a movie theater or something, and they get spoiled and they get mad, I'm not just gonna say it's their fault. I'm gonna get really antagonistic. I'm gonna get really pissed. So, no, I'm not putting the spoiler tag on. Matt Spiro with a 5 spot says, how are you feeling about OG Scott Summers casting from Fox? You talking about James Marsden? Marsden's awesome, man. I think he's going to crush it if he's in it, which I think he is. In my 4 years of following you, this is my first time catching you live. I'm so excited. Let's go. Dude, John. Nice, man. This was reminding me of the Ahsoka streams, man. I know people have mixed feelings on Ahsoka, but we crushed it on Ahsoka. We were like breaking records on streams and videos. And I think part of it was just going with the flow. So like if we got some information, like I would go before the first episode or before the newest episode, I would do like a spoiler breakdown thing. And it's just like people were engaged in it. So I was like, you know, we had this big trailer come out yesterday. ton of people talking about it. Let's just do a stream like the very next day, and let's talk about the spoilers. So that's kind of the mindset. That's what I'm doing. George Carlos, thanks for the 5, says, I'm out. Here's 5 for the spoiler warning. Peace. Hey, I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. Okay. Let's begin. I want to start by talking about this Wolverine. This variant of Wolverine that you see in the Deadpool 3 trailer is not who you think he is. And so I want to break down what's going on with this variant. Who is this guy? And also I want to explain why this is perfect, dude. It's a perfect usage of the variant concept, of the variant idea. And so I want to get into that. It's actually like, it's blowing my mind how well thought out this is. Or maybe they just got lucky and they figured out a really brilliant way to do this because it's good for the fans. It's good for the legacy of Logan, other properties. And I think it's really exciting for an actor like Hugh Jackman as well. Okay, so here's the deal. This variant of Wolverine that we see in the Deadpool trailer is hilariously the worst variant of Logan in the multiverse. So imagine all of the Fox X-Men movies that you remember with Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. Loosely speaking, that's all the same character. Okay? And you can see through some of the canon and just through some of the situations, obviously they had a very convoluted canon over there, right? But by the time you get to Logan, like, Logan is a person who was a part of the X-Men. The X-Men were these big things. There's even, like, comic books made of the X-Men in that universe. There's a Winchester incident where maybe Charles had a seizure and killed all the X-Men, or a lot of them. Logan's one of the only ones that survived. So that's, like, where we pick up on with Logan, okay? And there were a lot of questions. If you're going to bring Hugh Jackman back, well, how do you do that without crushing the legacy of, Logan and the Fox X-Men films and stuff like that? So what this variant is he's in the entirety of the multiverse. He is like the legit worst version. He is the worst alcoholic. He is the least heroic. He is the least efficient in combat. He is the worst. Okay? And I think that's kind of interesting because it's kind of fun because it sets up a redemption arc for this character. It also means it's very clearly a different character. And there's some lines in the trailer that are interesting. So, like, Deadpool is saying, you were the X-Man. Deadpool is in the trailer talking about saving worlds, right? So he's referencing these things, and he's like, that's who you are. I need you because you are that guy. And when he says you are that guy, he's referring to the Wolverine we know from the Fox X-Men movies all the way up to Logan. That Wolverine has saved the world many times. That Wolverine was a big hero. That Wolverine was pretty good. So the one he gets sort of saddled with here, and the one that's in the movie, is the worst version. He was not able to protect his friends. He was not able to protect mutant kind. And therefore, his world goes to shit because he is the worst version of Wolverine. Ironically to me, and this one, I don't know if everyone will get this point, but ironically to me, it's kind of funny because they're taking this kind of like irredeemable bad version of Wolverine. And yet for me as a fan, it almost redeems the character more because it's going to put him in a spot that's much more like the Logan I know from comics. What I mean is like just the brawler, just like this aggressive, like no nonsense, like very angry dude that resembles more of the Logan you would know from like early X-Men stories and the animated series, right? That version of Wolverine, he's more like that than he is the one that we've seen in the Fox X-Men movies, which ironically redeems him for comic book fans by putting him in a less redeemed spot as a character. And I find that to be fascinating. And it's going to lead to this version being redeemed, becoming a hero, doing some dope shit, and then that will be his sort of arc. So we take him from a low point and bring him to a high point, right? So what did he do exactly? How does it like manifest out that he is the worst version? There's like several rumors on this, and nobody's like explicitly talking about what it is. I do think the scene in the trailer where there's all those, you know, maybe those are graves of the old X-Men. I do think that is him reliving horrible memories of either something he did or something he didn't do or wasn't able to overcome. And a lot of people have been talking about how that's probably Cassandra Nova, and she's making him mentally relive a very horrible, kind of experience. So what did this Wolverine do? Well, there's a couple of different possible explanations here, right? Number one, he could have killed the X-Men. We saw in a video that Paul did yesterday that there is in comics an event where Mysterio makes Logan hallucinate that the X-Men are bad, and then he like cuts them up, kills up a bunch of X-Men. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe it has to do with him not defeating some big multiversal threat or villain like a Kang or a Thanos or something like that. We've already seen in like 838 that you had the X-Men and the Illuminati fighting against Thanos. They prevailed, but perhaps this is a situation where they did not prevail in this guy's universe because their Wolverine's the worst. I was also told that he just can't save his kind or his friends. And it was interesting. Somebody else brought up earlier that the ships of Sentinels, that's what it looks like. The graves, it's possible that it was just the Sentinels and Trask and sort of Days of Future Past-esque type stuff, but this Wolverine sucks, so he fucked it all up and they couldn't save them, and so all of the mutants are now gone. We're not 100% sure. Not 100% sure what exact baggage he is carrying. And when I talk to people, they all kind of have a boilerplate answer. And they're basically just saying he is the worst version of Wolverine possible. And again, the reason that is so fucking cool is because it's clearly not the Wolverine we know. It is so clearly not the one from the Fox universes, even the one from Logan. Okay? Now, there's another aspect to this that's kind of interesting. You guys know in the trailer where Logan is saying, listen, kid, I'm no hero. Well, a lot of the leakers and scoopers are talking about how that scene is going to have, let's just call him down bad Logan, the one from Deadpool Wolverine. He's going to be saying that to X-23. So he's going to be in the universe, maybe, where Logan happened. That Logan, not only was he super heroic and did a bunch of heroic shit, but later in his life makes the ultimate sacrifice to keep the kids safe and to help X-23. He was a hero. That Logan, the one we're going to, down bad Logan, the one we're going to meet in the movie, he is not a hero. He is like the exact opposite of that. So I think that's so interesting that they're going to do that. Like, imagine writing this movie. And you've got a couple of problems, right? Number one, there's the Logan thing. You don't want to necessarily touch that. You have to establish a variant that feels familiar but is very different than the ones before. There's just like a lot of stuff that you want to operate with. And from the perspective of Jackman, right? From the perspective of Hugh, he's basically played one version of the character for like 17 plus years. So for him, it's probably not interesting to just play that version again. How much more can you do with that version? Well, that's where the genius idea comes in. Yo, let's get a variant that is the worst deadbeat, alcoholic, bum-ass Wolverine, a total fuck-up, and let's get him saddled with Deadpool, and then that will be the variant that we're going to be sticking with for a while, which, again, allows for development. It allows for a progression, redemption, all of these different and interesting things. So to me, I find that to be fascinating. I was like, whoa, that's really freaking cool because it solves a bunch of the problems. It gives us something interesting to sort of sink our teeth into as the audience. And I think it's really funny. So in the context of the trailer, let's talk about it in the context of the trailer, right? Obviously, they're playing around with this idea that this Wolverine is the worst. They're playing around with the idea that something's haunting him. They're playing around with the idea that he let his whole universe down, okay? And so within the context of the movie, if we think about this, maybe the bar scene is Logan recruiting him, taking him back to the TVA. They get him in the yellow. Maybe that is when something happens with Paradox and there's a smashy thing. But I think him being on the Void would have to happen after that scene. Because I think you'll get it explained via Paradox of maybe what Logan did. At the very least, you'll get it explained that he let his whole world down. Because later on in the trailer, when they're on the Void and Deadpool says to him something, is that what happened when your whole world went to shit? Deadpool must have some understanding that that has happened. And yet, I don't think he has the full context for it. That's going to come later, right? So they're going to play around with this idea that essentially this is the worst Wolverine. He totally screwed up. He did some horrible shit, and it's haunting him. We don't know exactly what that is, but we know he's horrible. And I think the Cassandra Nova thing's really interesting because she's going to know that. She's going to be able to get inside his mind, like, instantly. And she's going to know that he sucks. She's also going to know that he's maybe responsible for a bunch of death, maybe just the worst, like whatever he did, she's going to know about it. She's going to make him relive it. And so that's the scene we see in the green. And again, it could just be that he fails to protect them. They do a Days of Future Past, it doesn't work, and the Sentinels take over everything. Who knows for sure? But that is the concept. That is who that Wolverine is. And I think that is a brilliant choice. And I think it's just going to be super fun. So that's the first thing I want to talk about. I'd love to know what you guys think about that. What do you think of that? Because it's pretty crazy, in my opinion. It's pretty crazy. Bacon! Welcome back to the Nerd Vengers at the Prime level. Appreciate you, man. And I saw a super chat in here, but I didn't read it. And I also saw some people saying it was totally random. Looks like Theory has gone through a few YouTubers now, and they all left him. Love the guy, but sometimes the common denominator is the man in the mirror. Love you, Josh. You're a good guy. Don't look back. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not really going to speak to that, but I appreciate the support. Thank you so much, man. I don't think the X-Men film rumor is reliable. We have X-Men 97, but I think you're getting X-Men at the start of the new universe after Secret Wars. That would make more sense, but I don't know, man. I kind of believe the rumor, to be honest with you. J. Mike Gaming says, what if this is the timelines from X-Men Origins? So, guys, I don't think we've ever seen this Logan before. I think maybe what the concept is generally speaking, we know Logan because we have seen him in all those movies. We've read all the comics. We've watched X-Men 97 and the old animated series. So we have an idea of Logan. What is the difference between the Loki that gets killed by Thanos and the Loki that gets taken to the TVA? What's the difference between those two characters? Meet Norvis says, are they on the Void or in the Void? What? They're on it? I don't know, bro. I don't know how to answer that. They're both in it and on it. Think about it. What's the difference between those two characters? Yeah, so that's the point. Is Mostly they're the same. Mostly. But there's a difference. There's different actions, different choices, different development, different time. The Loki that's killed by Thanos goes through his own arc, via Ragnarok and some other things. The Loki that shows up in the Loki show, who is different. He is a variant of the Loki that is killed by Thanos. He goes on and has his own adventure development and is now holding the entire multiverse together, right? So what I mean to say is, like, at some point, they were all essentially the same Logan, right? Like, they all, like, depending on the canon, they all go to assassinate Professor X. Professor X wipes their mind, makes them his friend. Or the version in the first Fox X movie, I think, is they just recruit him, right? They find him fighting Blob and cage fighting and shit like that, and they end up recruiting him. Because I think Magneto was going to recruit him, essentially, first. So let's just say, for the most part, in like 90% of the different universes that are out there, like, Logan starts that way. Well, this Logan in Deadpool and Wolverine, he starts that way. And he just happens to be the fucking worst. So he makes the worst choices. He drinks way too much. You know how in a lot of the movies, like, Logan's kind of an asshole, or he's kind of not a good person, but then he, like, turns it around and shows us some heroic shit. So this one is like the one that doesn't turn it around. He's like the guy that's like, oh no, I am that asshole. You know what I mean? So that's actually funny. We could look back at all the Fox X-Men movies and see all the sort of asshole turns that he takes, and then just be like, okay, so now I'm kind of getting an idea of what this Wolverine is like, right? Maybe rumors equal, will y'all spend money on this? I'm not sure what that means, brother, but thanks for the love. The Exodus says with a 5, are the TVA reliable narrators? Wade's timeline could be doomed if he goes on their fool's quest. Maybe they're not being honest about Logan either. I think they're being honest about Logan. Now, is Paradox a reliable narrator? I don't think so. Is Paradox hiding something? Yeah, probably. Is Paradox secretly maybe one of the villains? I would say probably yes. But are they lying about Wolverine being the worst? No, I don't think so. I mean, he thinks he's the worst. He is haunted. He has some baggage. He told X-23 he's not a hero. So he is that. He is the worst version of Wolverine possible. And I kind of like it, dude. Like I was saying, I think that's kind of cool. Purple Funk says, what up? Haven't been able to catch live streams as much. Living in replays. Do you think Cassandra could be a variant of Charles in Deadpool and Wolverine and not siblings? No. She's going to be Cassandra Nova as we know her. Well, more or less. I mean, no, she's not a variant of Charles. She probably killed Charles. Or Charles was already dead in her universe. It depends on how they handle it. But yeah, no, they're not going to do that. Since you just started the Wolverine, imagine this is the Logan who's living in the Canadian wilderness and never goes to Japan to get some sort of redemption. Exactly. But there's all sorts of ways this could go. Right? So you could, and maybe they will do this. This would be kind of funny and clever, right? If they did this. What if we see, you know how in Endgame we revisit a lot of the moments throughout the MCU? What if in Deadpool and Wolverine, they show us on the screen, all the ways this Wolverine fucks it up? And so we keep going back to all the old movies, but then just make him fuck it up. So Days of Future Past, they send him back, he fucks it up, kills everybody in that, he maybe snaps out, kills Charles, kills everybody, makes the future way worse or something, right? We do Origins with Deadpool, and he is going crazy. There's a lot of different ways they could explain it, but yeah, that's generally speaking the thing. That's what it is. Did we get into the nitty gritty yet? Sort of. We've talked about one aspect of the movie, which is kind of cool. That would be some weak Deadpool type shit, dude. It would definitely be some Deadpool type shit. And I think it would be funny. Because, like, us as the audience, like, if we're, like, going back to these other movies, but then seeing him, like, screw it up or be horrible or just be a drunk, it would be kind of cool. You know, it would be kind of funny. Yeah. So that's kind of the thing with the Deadpool variant, which I think is pretty interesting. And then there's some stuff I want to talk about as far as Cassandra Nova and some of the cameos and whatnot, because that's pretty cool. Mav says, rumors make their way out from studios as a focus group. See what gets attention. Hey, you seem to like X-Men. How about a movie? Would you like that? I think in some ways that absolutely happens, but that's not what's happening here. The movie is already made. So it wouldn't really make sense for them to be like, hey, let's leak this shit out. By the way, we're picture locked, so they better like it. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, that kind of stuff happens. Steve McT with a 5 spot says, the reason Paradox says Sacred Timeline in the trailer is because it's Miss Minutes TVA. That is a rogue sect. They want to return to the Sacred Timeline. That could very well be the case. That could very well be the case. We don't know for sure about that. You know what I mean? We don't know for sure about that. What if Cassandra Nova makes him kill the other X-Men in a different timeline? So I thought about that. Some people are saying they don't know each other, though. She knows a Logan, but I don't think she knows that Logan. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. Danny Cummings, appreciate the 5, says, will Headpool be the head of the Deadpool from Wolverine Origins movie? Give him redemption? No, I don't think so. He is Deadpool. Headpool. He's traditionally from the Marvel Zombies universe. I expect they'll probably tie it to that Marvel Zombies show. At least I hope they do. But that's what I think. I think they'll probably tie it to like a Marvel Zombies thing. Dar Boyd says, appreciate the 5, man. Says, what if it's the Logan from the universe Wade creates with everyone still alive around the birthday cake? That would be interesting. I don't think they're going to do that because they're kind of like crossing streams there. And it wouldn't necessarily make sense for like Deadpool to desperately want to get back to that universe if it's the same one that Logan's from and he's like, no, it's screwed. You know what I mean? So that's kind of maybe a little too heady. That's maybe a little too like time travel, like, because time travel shit's pretty wild. You know, it reminds me of that scene in Looper where he's like, I don't want to talk about time travel shit. Otherwise, we're going to be here all day talking about time travel shit. So, Instant Hologram over on Twitch says, Josh, have you considered the meta text of Deadpool trailer? DP desperately wants in the MCU. Feige is going to take him there. The portal at the end goes to 616. Think about it. Oh, that's kind of interesting. So maybe we should talk about all the other spoilers and stuff that's out there, huh? Should we talk about some of the other stuff that's going on there? Let me get the trailer pulled up, actually. Let's get this trailer. Let's trailer pulled up this thing. Let's talk about that, bruh. Let's talk about this, huh? And also, hang on a gosh dang second. There's a thing I gotta do. Okay. Get this set up for y'all so we can talk about this. Let's talk about this. Okay, so let's get into some of these spoilers. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on here, but let's start at the end. Now, a lot of people, including myself, when we first saw this image here and them jumping into the portal, many of us thought, yo, this is them being called into the 616 by Doc Strange or Wong or something like that, right? However, there's only one problem with that, and that is that you could actually see Cassandra Nova just standing here. She does look like she was in some kind of a fight. I think she's got like a bloody lip. But she's just standing there and chilling. Okay? Now, beyond her just standing there and chilling, there are some people implying that she is the one that opened up that portal. So, all of a sudden, we gotta kind of reconsider what might be going on here. They're obviously still going through a portal, but maybe they're not going through a portal that's going to take them to the 616 at the end of the movie. Maybe Cassandra is sending them somewhere else. Maybe at first she's going to talk about helping them and talk about sending them to some other place or getting them out of there or something like that, right? And I do think this portal is going to send us somewhere that we've, quote unquote, been before. But I no longer think it's probably at the end of the movie. This could be her sending them into the Logan timeline. This could be her sending them into Fantastic Four timeline, other X-Men timelines, all kinds of different places and all kinds of different possible scenarios here. So that's kind of the first thing. Now, the other thing that we need to talk about with regards to just Cassandra Nova in general is that she's crazy powerful, but beyond just being crazy powerful, apparently she's quite sadistic in the movie. This is something a lot of scoopers and insiders are talking about. She's pretty brutal, man. You know what I mean? Like she is a brutal person. She's toying with him here. And she's going to put him inside his own mind to deal with like a lot of messed up stuff, right? So if we go earlier on into the trailer, this sequence here, which it is interesting that they kind of look like the ships where the Sentinels come out. I do wonder if that's intentionally done here. But this shot here is him reliving some moment that I believe Cassandra Nova is making him relive. So she's going to be like real twisted and real messed up. And she is going to pose a very serious threat to the multiverse via the power that she has and the power that she's consolidating on Battleworld. You know what I mean? So that's kind of like the first little piece of the puzzle. Is a lot of people kind of didn't really notice or see or understand that she is potentially the one that is opening that portal at the end. Right? Yeah. So she wants them gone. And it's like, okay, but Alioth is coming. Perhaps there's something going on where she'll be chill, but they won't. And so she's kind of like threatening them a little bit as well. You know what I mean? And like getting them out of there. We're not 100% sure how it all fits together, but it's interesting. Okay. Now, another thing that I want to talk about is this scene where he's talking to X-23. So let's find this. Where's this at here? Where we at here? Is it over here? That's kind of cool too. So this shot here is Alioth going over Ant-Man's entire body here. But it also looks like it's kind of going around it, which is interesting. Where's the shit where he's talking to X-23? I want to say it's over here. Yeah, right here. Okay. Now, this again is apparently him talking to Daphne's X-23. And I have some questions here. Are we still on Battleworld? Are we still in the void? Or are we in the Logan universe? Right? Are we in the Logan universe where she goes on to become X-23 later on in the movie? You know what I mean? He's definitely battle damaged. He's definitely sleeveless, which shows progression from the Battle World segment of the movie. But what's the deal with this scene in particular? Is he in the Logan universe? I think he is. I think it's possible that that's where she sent him, Cassandra Nova. She sent him into another universe where he was actually heroic, and he has to kind of like just deal even more with his loss and with crazy stuff like that. Now, there's another aspect to this that's kind of interesting. Apparently, and this came out yesterday from Daniel, as you know, there's a bunch of stuff coming out of the movie. Apparently, both Channing Tatum as Gambit and Daphne Keane as X-23 have sizable roles in the movie. It's not just cameos, right? So I got this pulled up right here. Daphne Keane is set to return as X-23, Deadpool, Wolverine, with Channing Tatum debuting as Gambit. Both characters will reportedly have decent-sized roles, rather than just making brief cameos. Interesting, huh? So, I think there are two types of cameos happening in this movie, and these might not be cameos, but just kind of roll with me. You're going to have your Battle World characters, which we're definitely going to talk about. Chris Evans, that shit is real, and we're going to talk about it. You're going to have your Battle World cameos, and then you're going to have like your cameos. And so the rumor is 70 to 75% of this movie is taking place on the Void. The question for me is, what makes up the other 30%? I think some of it's obviously going to be the beginning of the movie before he gets recruited, right? The old version of the movie was going to see him going to various other places throughout the multiverse. From what we have seen, he appears to go to the place where Age of Ultron happens. A lot of us think he's going to the Logan universe. So that still appears to be in the movie. And I think that connects to the portal that Cassandra Nova opens. So maybe like there's this sort of arc that happens of them getting to Cassandra Nova throughout Battleworld. They finally get to her. They have some kind of confrontation with her. Ultimately, she just decides to like let them leave, but she doesn't really let them leave. She tries to trick them, keep them in a separate universe. Maybe that's when they go to the Logan universe. Maybe that's where they meet Gambit. Maybe they go to the Wolverine Origins universe, and that's where they meet Gambit, even though he would technically be a different Gambit. It's also possible they just meet Gambit on Battleworld, but I'm not so sure. There's another aspect here that's making me think you'll get Battleworld stuff, and then you'll get other stuff. And that's the golden guns. So in the trailer, you can see in this sequence here that Deadpool has the golden guns. Well, we've seen in the set photos that he meets Samurai Deadpool on the Void. I believe he's also going to meet Headpool, Babypool, Lady Deadpool. There's one I'm missing. Kidpool. He's going to meet all of them in the Void as well. Okay? So, yeah. For everything we've seen in the trailer, there's still a lot of questions, a lot of like mystery around how this is all going to actually play out. And some of this stuff just isn't what it seems. And Dogpool, right. And we've seen Dogpool in the trailer, right? So what's going on? Do they maybe get kicked off Battleworld and then end up going back to Battleworld to stop Cassandra Nova? That could be interesting. Do they go off Battleworld, recruit some people like Gambit and X-23, and then go back to the Void? That would be kind of cool. So, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff. Guys, we've heard crazy stuff. Like there's going to be a Wolverine Deadpool hybrid variant called Wolverine Pool. Right? That's apparently real. We're apparently getting the Henry Cavill Wolverine. That's apparently real. Apparently, we're going to get the Daniel Radcliffe Wolverine. That's apparently real. And now let's talk about Chris Evans. Let's talk about Chris Evans. Chris Evans is in the movie, and he is apparently going to pop up as Human Torch, I think, on Battleworld. Now, here's the way I see this going down. I think they're setting up a big joke in the movie. And this feels very Sean Levy. He's had a lot of Chris Evans cameos, like Free Guy. I believe that's Sean Levy, and he has the Chris Evans cameo at the end of the movie, right? I believe Chris Evans also cameos in The Adam Project, and I think that was Sean Levy. I could be off on that one. But here's what I think they're setting up. Deadpool is a massive Captain America fan. We've talked about this in other videos and streams. He loves Captain America. They're playing off of that in the trailer. They're playing off of it. He loves Captain America. He wants Evans Captain America. And so I think on the Void, they'll find Chris Evans. I think Deadpool will get really excited. And then it'll be revealed to be the Human Torch and not Captain America. And he's going to boo. And I'm going to boo. And I hope the whole audience boos because we don't want Chris Evans, Johnny Storm back, even though that's kind of tight. I want Steve Rogers, baby. Captain America. I want him back like that. That's what I want. And so I think they're probably toying with us a little bit, playing around, and I think that's how that's going to go. So, yeah, I think that shit is confirmed to be true. And that opens up a whole world of possibilities as well. What else are we going to see on the Void? I don't know. Is that where we're going to meet Elektra? I don't really know. So you can see that even though the trailer is out and there's cool stuff that's revealed, there's still so much they haven't shown. There's still so much that we do not know about this movie. And I'm excited, bro. Like, I'm super excited. So, yeah, I just wanted to go over some of the leaks and some of the spoilers, some of the new stuff we know about it, because I think it's pretty freaking awesome. And I'm curious what you think. What do you think? What do you think? Johnny Storm was a one-dimensional character. Yeah, he was, yeah. We all know Chris Evans' Captain America will be back for Secret Wars. Relax. I know. But I'm still upset. I want him back now. But, yeah, no, I mean, that's a fair point. Chris Evans' Johnny Storm is one of the oldest Deadpool 3 rumors out there, so it's all good with me. Yeah, it's been long rumored for sure. Josh, do you think they'll finally make the acknowledgement of Logan and Rogers being old war buddies? I hope so. That would be really fun. That'd be super cool. That'd be real chill with me, bro. The Cap jokes confused Johnny Storm would be hilarious. Yeah, it's gonna be funny. Will this movie make $1 billion? I mean, I think so. I mean, I think so. What do you guys think? I think for sure. I think it's a lock for $1 billion. Kendall says no. He's probably gonna be like $2 billion. I want some Wolverine Cap. I've talked to normies who aren't going. Oh, okay, yeah, no. Well, now that you mention it, I don't think it will either. You know, because of the normies that you talk to. Now that I think about it, that does not bode well. Do you think this is before or after Loki season 2? It's after Loki season 2, for sure. Yeah. I bet it won't do as well as No Way Home. I think that's possible. I mean, it is rated R. I think that did both Deadpool movies make over $1 billion, or did they kind of make around there? I think they made kind of around that, right? It depends on if Taylor Swift is Dazzler, right? Yes. Pretty chill dude 1313 says it won't. We're about to see how damage has actually been done, not just to the MCU but Disney as a whole. Well, pretty chill dude. That doesn't seem like a pretty chill comment, brother. That doesn't seem pretty. Dude, I don't know, man. I feel like that's I don't feel like that's true at all. I feel like the movie's gonna fucking crush. Like, you really don't think this movie's gonna make more than Guardians 3? You think somehow in the worst year possible for Disney, when all the shit's happening, that Guardians 3 can go for like 850, but Deadpool and Wolverine cannot? I think that's crazy talk, bro. Kids aren't going to see it. I think that's crazy talk. What are you? I feel like you guys are so crazy. All right, that's it. That's it. Now you're going to make me go nuts. Now you're going to make me go nuts. It's $2 billion. It's $2 billion. It's the record-breaking R-rated movie. It's an R-rated movie in the top 5 movies of all time. It's $2 billion. I'm going all the way. And if it makes $2 billion, I'll brag. I'll brag about being correct. Yeah. Okay, Josh, I was with you until you said $2 billion. Yeah. Wait, what? It's $2 billion. All right, let's go to the polls. Let's go to the polls on this. Let's go to the polls. How much money is Deadpool and Wolverine making? We'll go less than $1 billion, more than $1 billion, more than $2 billion. Let's see what you guys say. Let's see what you say on that. I'll catch up on a couple of chats here. I think you guys are crazy for doubting it. I think you guys are fucking nuts, dude. Okay, who's Cassandra Nova and the TLDR? Says Rossi. She is, and I've done this TLDR many a times, okay? But she is the twin sister of Xavier. She comes from Grant Morrison's comic books. She's the twin sister of Xavier. He kills her in the womb because he knows she's bad. And then she forms a body later on and kills all the X-Men. So there you go. Danny Cummings says, well, oh, we already read that. Dar Boyd says, what if it's the Logan from the universe Wade creates? Okay, yeah, we already went over that. Rossi says, when I leave us Nerd Avengers for Marvel eventually, what would your Wolverine comic pitch be to Marvel? I would love to know your ideas for Wolverine. I actually don't have a lot of ideas for Wolverine. I'm working on a Black Panther Doctor Doom story right now, and then I have a cool Spider-Man story I'm working on, but I don't really have too many ideas for Wolverine. You know, Elisa said something kind of interesting yesterday. She said, has Wolverine ever had the Venom symbiote? And I'm not sure. I don't think so. Does anybody in here know of any time that maybe Wolverine had the Venom symbiote? Yeah? What time? When? What story? He has? What was the story? Oh, Venomverse? Yeah, I mean, I know there's a ton of, like, I've seen a bunch of the Venom-fied characters. I just can't remember, like, a specific story when Wolverine got it. Web of Shadows. Yeah. Yeah. Interesting. I know it in the toys. Yeah, I'm not really familiar. I don't know what story that was. David says, I don't think it's a portal to another universe. If that was the case, Strange would have needed to dreamwalk into Zombie Strange. Anyway, Nerd Avengers for life. I'm pretty sure it's a different universe. And I think they'll have to explain that. You know what I mean? Like, I think they will have to explain that because there are some questions on whether or not you can actually sling ring into another universe. And like, according to Multiverse of Madness, you can't. But perhaps it's just the case that because the void is not actually within the multiverse, it can open up portals to other universes. Yeah. I think this movie's going to have to do certainly this movie is going to have to do some heavy lifting to explain some multiverse stuff. Like this anchor business, I still don't fully understand it. So they will have to figure that out. Frostrodamus says, 40 mother-loving months, homie. Your streams are seriously a highlight of my day as I'm working on the side of the highway. Much love, man. Hey, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Thank you for your time, your attention, for your support for 40 months. That's a long time. So I'm glad you're getting something out of it. And yeah, man, I just really appreciate it. Rich Brash says, Josh, can you portal into different universes? Also, if Cassandra could do that, why would she be chilling in the void? Well, couple of explanations. Number one, maybe she realizes this is all heading to the void regardless. Like, if it's all circling the drain, then maybe that's the end game anyways. That's the spot. And so perhaps she is just trying to play that kind of an end game. It's also possible that she sees value in being there and recruiting people. Because, again, she's so vicious, savage, and hateful. Maybe the void is the perfect spot for her. And, like, having all of these mutants and, like, worshiping them all and, like, being, you know, maybe that's what it is. So, yeah, couple of reasons. Trev says, I think Cassandra Nova is stuck on Battleworld. She wants to leave. I think portals are probably Strange and Clea recruiting Deadpool and Logan. Then they reject them and send them back. That would be super fun. Like, that would be really cool. I would like that for sure. Because that could tie into, like, all sorts of stuff with, you know, the Black Priest and stuff like that. Yeah, that could be really cool. Yeah. What's this thing you're sharing here? Screen rant something? Whoa. During the Vietnam War? All right. I never read this. That seems kind of fun. I'll have to check that out. That seems kind of fun. Interesting. Mm-hmm. What do I think about B-15 coming into play? Well, I think Loki's in it too. Like, I'll be honest with you, I'm pretty sure Loki is in this movie. So, are we seeing a B-15 that's getting Loki in the desert and it's like a fun little cameo thing? Or is there something else going on? I'm pretty sure Loki's in it. Post-credit scene? Not sure. Not sure how, but I'm pretty sure he's in it. Kaz says, how do you think Elektra fits into the movie? she could just be randomly on Battleworld. So another thing that was interesting was, did you guys notice the Russian? How many of you guys seen the Tom Jane Punisher? Oh, it's so good. Bynamic, member for 14 months, says, I just want a Deadpool Wolverine popcorn bowl. Anyway, I do think the TVA will be the actual villains. Yeah, I think Paradox is somehow connected to the villains, yeah. Lady Boner, that's a great name, and that's your first super chat ever on the channel, so I appreciate it. I'll read that in just a second here. Yeah, the red, white, and, yeah, let me pull this up. Let me pull this up for y'all. Okay. This freaking guy here. Oh, this guy. That's the Russian from the Tom Jane Punisher movies. At least that's the rumor. So how does Elektra fit into this? How the fuck does that guy fit into it? It's not the same actor, but that's the character. Yeah. No, that's him. Don't you mean the Swede? No, he's the Russian guy. Mm-hmm. That's what I was told. So I think we're probably looking at a bunch of people from those Fox movies. Maybe the Fox movies, because they had bad continuity, are the ones that are getting destroyed the quickest to show up on Battleworld. Dolph Lundgren is the Swede. I mean, it's been a while since I've watched that movie, but I'm talking about the guy he fights in that crazy action thing. He gets him with the hot boiling water and shit. Was Punisher Fox, though? I don't know. I think it was. The Red Nightcrawler is there. Yes, Azazel, yes. Will we see Ben Affleck Daredevil? I don't think so, unfortunately. Maybe eventually in Secret Wars. But I don't think he's in this movie, no. Continuity problems and canceled projects end up in the void. Ooh, that could be interesting. Sabretooth on the very left? Maybe. Do you think there's other people in this shot that are digitally taken out right now? Punisher was Sony / Lionsgate. Ooh, interesting. Lionsgate, cool. Yeah, I like that movie. I might have to rewatch it. I thought it was really good. It's super campy. Like, the Travolta is so good in that movie. But, like, at some point he keeps, like, he just... Like, they're asking him about, like, his wife, and it's like she's wrapped up at the moment, like, after he killed her and stuff. It's very campy, but I thought it was super fun. Yeah. Yeah. Foreground could definitely hold more. Yeah, there could be some more people there for sure. Be pretty cool to see them. Yeah. It's a product of its time, but it still holds up. Yeah. I saw that movie in theaters. I really enjoyed it, man. I thought it was a good time. You're right. Kevin Nash played the Russian in Jane's Punisher. Look, all I read was, Josh, you're right, and I agree with you. So thanks. I don't see Babu, though. Yeah, I don't see Babu either. What the fuck? You're old, bro. I saw it in theaters, too. You know, you could have left the first part off. Dameron, you know, it could have just been, I saw it in theaters, too. And then I would have been like, yo, like, what up? Like, and then it would be like a bonding kind of fun experience. Why'd you have to take it there? Like, I'm old? Like, come on, man. Spoiler, Wolverine kills Sabretooth. It was leaked. Scene takes place at the Ant-Man head. I don't know if it takes place at the Ant-Man head, but yeah, we have seen him holding the head. Uh-huh. Yeah, it makes him old too. Yeah, but you didn't have to say it though, you know? He didn't have to say it, bro. All right, is there any other questions about the trailer, or rather the movie, or anything? Josh, is it crazy she can portal out of the void? Is it crazy? Sure. Is there a whole bunch of ways that it could make sense? Yeah. We're going to have to wait and see. Okay, so let's look here. 65% of you say it's going to make more than $1 billion. Yo, you less than $1 billion people, you guys represent 20% of the poll. And 15% of you say it's going to make more than $2 billion. So 15% of you are right. 15% of you guys are officially on the Josh train. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. How would that make sense? Sabretooth, just as much healing ability as Deadpool and Wolverine. Can't be dead, maybe decapitated, but yeah, that's true. That's true. That's okay. LMAO, 75% of my normal movie-going crew said not going to Deadpool. You know what else? You know what else, Kendall? Liars. Liars. They're going to see it. I'm telling you right. And remember this moment, Kendall. Remember this moment. You know all those real-life friends? Liars. They're going to see it. They're probably going to hit you up to go see it. And if they do, you better fucking tell me. Because I'm telling you. I'm telling you that's what's happening. Yeah. And then, I'm going to tell them no. Yeah, well, that's probably good on you. But then, if they want to be cool, they've got to become Nerdvengers. Once they see the movie and they're like, oh, shit, I was so wrong. I want to see it. You show them this clip, and then they have to become Nerdvengers. That's what it is. Yeah, man. Yeah. Oh, they thought this was just happy, lucky, fun times for all. No! No! Kaz Poplowski with a 10 spot. Appreciate you, man. Says this movie has so much greasy, sexy comic book superhero shit. It's a good recipe, and I think that's what every person honestly wants from a Marvel movie. 1.3 to 1.5 Billy. Marvel hooked me in again. Yeah, 100%. For me, I'll just tell you personally, for me, I think the last Marvel movie I saw twice was Guardians. Before that, it was probably Multiverse of Madness. And then, of course, Spider-Man No Way Home. But I will say, all of those movies, I only saw twice in theaters. Okay? But this one, I'm planning on seeing like 3 times at least, probably more. I think this movie is just going to be so fun, such a fun time, that I'm personally like really feeling it. I also think it's kind of smart that there's no other Marvel movies. So like, I haven't been to a Marvel movie since the Marvels. And boy, that was something. So for me personally, I'm seeing this movie a ton, bro. I'm going to be watching this movie several times because of 2 things. Number 1, it seems dope as hell, and it just seems super fun. I want to watch Deadpool and Wolverine cut each other up and swear at each other for 2 hours. Sign me the fuck up. That sounds awesome. And number 2, I also want to show Marvel more of this. Right? So for me, if this is what I think it's going to be, like, bro, I'm there multiple times. The Kraken says, what about Mystique? Does she show up? You know, I haven't really heard anything about Mystique. I think there was I definitely don't think it's going to be Jennifer Lawrence. Although that would be kind of funny. Like, that would be kind of a fun cameo because she, like, people don't really love her in the role and she kind of phoned it in my opinion, right? So I think that would be kind of fun. But, yeah, maybe the original lady as Mystique. That would be cool. But I haven't really heard of that. RF Gaming Channel, welcome back to the Nerd Vengers, baby. Hell yeah. Deadpool 2 made $3 million more than Deadpool. If you consider people who aren't into Deadpool with people who don't care about the multiverse, Billy not a lock. Yeah, except that you forgot about Wolverine. Like, I think you forgot about the dude that hard carried Fox for 17 years. That's people who don't care about the Bro, what are you talking about? Bro, what are you talking about? What point are you trying to make? You're like, what? Like, just say it. Just say it with your chest. Just speak it out. What are you fucking saying? Like, you must think people are just all the way over it. They're either all the way over it or they're not. It's not a lock is all I'm saying. It's as much as a lock as there possibly can be. In my opinion. I don't know how you lock better. I mean, maybe Toby. If you threw Toby into this movie, then maybe you could lock it up a little bit better. But you've got Deadpool, Wolverine. They're literally showing you other X-Men. They're showing you dead Avengers. Like, it's as much of a lock as could possibly be. I think that's crazy. What if Kang shows up and poops? As long as he's got that really funny stutter, I mean, I think we'd probably go for it. Probably be all right. Do you think Magneto will appear and any mention of Wanda? So those are like old rumors. I really don't know what to expect with that anymore. I think the Magneto helmet's going to be in the movie. I want to believe that they're both in the movie, like Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen, and I think they are. But the problem is they did cut a lot, and they have streamlined the film, so I don't really know. $2 billion lock. Throw Taylor Swift in there, guaranteed. All right, so how about this, chat? Let me ask you this. What are you guys going to do if I'm right and we get to $2 billion? Huh? Has Josh gone off the deep end just yet? We're getting ready. I'm standing at the edge of the fucking diving board. And I'm ready to go. I'm ready to dive off the fucking edge right now. I'm standing up on my chair. I'm going to dive into my computer. I'm diving into the computer. You did this. No, I can't do it. I'm too scared. I'm too afraid. I'm gonna break a knee or something. I'm not gonna do it. 'Cause I'm on the edge of glory. Hey, Seven Planet, thanks for the bits. You're cheering one bit at a time now? Okay. CS Punish with a 5-spot says, have you talked about the hood ornament on the Red Skull Hot Rod? No. What are you talking about, bro? What you talking about, bro? The hood. It's an Iron Man. Guys, check this thing out I just found all on my own without any help from chat. Let me show you this. Look at it. It's a little Iron Man hood ornament. Bruh. Rossi, thanks for the 10, man. Rossi, are you sure you should be super chatting all this? I mean, I thought you were like, just don't spend all your money on super chats and then make me feel fucking just chill your ass out. At what point do you think normies and fed up fans jump off the I'm gonna jump off this fucking chair right now. If you haven't watched Loki, will you still be confused about variants in the multiverse? Deadpool is gonna have a lot of explaining to do. What is happening? How did we get here? What the hell? All right, let me try to answer this question here. I'm going to try to take this question serious. At what point do you think normies and fed up fans jumped off Marvel train? I think it's been a slow burn, and phase 4 and 5 have a lot to do with that. It probably started with a lot of the Disney Plus shows. Thor: Love and Thunder was fucking terrible. I think Quantumania is one of the worst pieces of shit I've ever put in front of my face. And I used to be a janitor and clean toilets. Secret Invasion. Wish we could Men in Black that shit away. So it's been a slow fucking progression, and then you get to the Marvels, okay? If you haven't watched Loki, will you be confused about variant and multiverse? No! Deadpool's gonna have a lot of explaining to do. Yes! And it will. Moving on. The Kraken says, I want to Apocalypse in this movie. Maybe an Ed credit scene and set up the mutant saga like Thanos did at the end of his credits. Now that is an idea. More chats like that. More thoughts like that. Less of this like, oh, but what about this? Oh, but what about this, Josh? Are you triggered? Yes! Holy shit. Yeah, setting up Apocalypse at the end of the movie would be real cool. Yeah, that'd be real cool. Well, you're usually wrong. Rebel Moon, Dungeons and Dragons, etc. Those are you can't even etc. You said etc. because you can't think of a third thing. Holy shit. I don't think Ant-Man is as bad as everyone says, but it wasn't great. It's not that bad, though. Well, fair, and I'm glad you liked it. Quantumania made me understand assisted suicide. I think that movie is horrible. Hey, Moosh did 100 bits over on Twitch. I don't know what that means, but 100 is way more than one. Another perspective is entertaining, not valued as significant as consistently as previous 2020. It's slow exponential buildup with Barbenheimer in between. Jennifer Armstrong says, in your last stream, you said you aren't doing Warhammer anymore. I am so sad. You loved it so much. I really hope idiots aren't keeping you from your hobbies. That's very sweet of you. Thank you. I'm done with Warhammer for now. I'm gonna wait and see how some stuff develops. I'm sure I'm not done with Warhammer. I love Warhammer, but yeah, this is a time right now where I just gotta walk away from the whole thing. So I was thinking about this the other day, and you guys, you don't understand what it's like to be Josh. Okay, let me just talk about this for a second. We're going to go to therapy time. In fact, let's kick back. Hang on a second. Let's do some therapy time. Okay, so I think most of you get super triggered from either the right or the left. right? That's probably true. Put a 1 into the chat if you get super triggered by either the right or the left into the chat. I just want to know. Yeah. So here's my point. I get triggered by both. Okay? So most of you are living your life and you get online and it's one side or the other, or it's one particular opinion and it's one thing, and then it drives you fucking crazy and you're like, I can't believe these motherfuckers are saying this about this. Okay? Imagine you're me. And it's literally both sides. Both sides trigger you equally. And you can't fucking stand either or. And because of the way people are so tribal, they're like, oh, you're annoyed by me? You're enemy. So that's what it is. I hate both sides. So when it comes to something like the Warhammer shit, okay? Every angle and every person, and I'm kind of being serious here. Literally every single fucking comment I've seen on Reddit, every single douchebag that I've seen talk about it in either video or stream, every single one of them drives me fucking crazy. Fucking crazy. It's like this side has some points, and then they go way too fucking far, and they're assholes, but they think they're justified in being assholes because they think they're right. And it's the same fucking thing on the other side. Bunch of people being super fucking ridiculous, assholes, butt faces. I hate them. And so I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't. When something happens that's like culture war relevant or whatever, right? The reason I can't engage with them, the reason I got to take a step back is because there is literally no voice in the room that doesn't drive me bananas. Bananas. So the Warhammer situation is literally, I can't stand what these motherfuckers are saying. I can't stand what these motherfuckers are saying. So I'm out. I'm out. So you guys don't understand. You have it easy. If you have found yourself in the position to have a particular set of ideas or perspectives that makes half of the people on Twitter you want to hit a like on and half the other people you want to reply to, I envy you. I envy you. What a feeling. How wonderful it must be to go out into the internet these days and to feel like only half of the motherfuckers are ridiculous. I'm not, that's not a joke. That's not a bit. That's like literally how I feel. And so I'm out here like dodging strays, trying to keep my head down. I'm trying not to engage with any goddamn thing. So I'm gonna chill on Warhammer for a little bit. That's basically all I had to say about that. Okay, C-Dub says the last word on Taylor's new album is dazzling. She's going to be in the movie. It's going to make $1.5 billion. Kendall's recast T'Challa. Take my money. Yeah, Kendall. I don't even know what that last part means, but yeah, Kendall. Randon says Star Wars. Oh yeah, there you go. That'll trigger me. Jimmer Rabbit says, do you think Harrison Ford would ever sport a mustache? It's a good question. I don't know. 2, what did you think of Shogun finale? I personally was disappointed. You think I watched the Shogun finale? What do you guys think? Just because I work from home and talk about nerdy shit for a living, that I got time to watch the Shogun finale in the middle of the goddamn day? Oh my God. Hell nah. Okay, so technically maybe you're right. But, no, I gotta wait. I gotta wait until Liam goes to sleep, and I'm gonna watch it with the wife. You know what I mean? Yeah. Fake fan. Oh my god. No, I've really enjoyed Shogun, and I'm excited to see where it goes from here. Because this is I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know. I'm just gonna watch it later, and maybe we'll talk about it on stream tomorrow. Okay. Mustache, what? Digitally implanted one? Yeah. Have we seen? I want to say in The Fugitive he has a beard and stuff on, but I can't quite picture it. Has he ever had a mustache? Has Harrison Ford ever had a mustache? Somebody help me out here. This is the last episode of the series, right? I believe so, yeah. Have I watched Mid-Batch yet? No, I have not. No. Yes, for beard? What? I haven't seen it yet, but I plan on tonight with the wifey. Oh, hell yeah. Sames. He did in The Fugitive. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. Bad Batch is sick. I'm enjoying Bad Batch. I just don't necessarily feel like a drive to go watch it all in any kind of timely manner or whatever. So, why is Ford such a douchebag, though? He comes off as super grumpy old man. Well, maybe he's just a super grumpy old man. You know what I mean? And to be honest with you, I can relate. I'm getting older, and I'm getting grumpier. So there you go. How is Ned able to sling ring into another universe? Ooh. Good question. Yeah, he didn't, though. But it's still a good question. Mojot says, Tales of the Empire watch party? Much love. When's that shit drop? Yeah, they were already in 616, unfortunately. Because it wasn't another universe? Maybe it was. You don't know. Damn, had us for a second, though. Yeah, you had us in the first half. Are you looking forward to MHA Season 7? No, I mean, I've really fallen off of My Hero Academia. I'm not really into it like I used to be. I think I watched, like, up to Season 4, and I was like... That's what I think. All right, so I'm probably going to wrap it up, guys. I just want to talk a little spoilers with you. I'll be clipping some of this out, putting it on the channel within the next day or two, so you can check that out. Any last-minute questions, anything else we want to talk about before we get out of here? When you watch the old Star Wars interviews, Ford is a grumpy old man. Yeah, he does have that temperament. You know what I mean? He does have that temperament, for sure. May 4th, bros? What about... Oh, that's when it drops, is May 4th. What day is that, a Tuesday or something? Hey, what day is that, huh? Let me check this out. May the 4th. That's a Saturday? So is it technically like that Friday night when they drop it? I have a question. What happens if Deadpool doesn't get a Billy? Okay, yeah. So let's make some kind of gentlemanly agreement here. If Deadpool and Wolverine does not make $1 billion, I'll do something. But if it makes $2 billion, you guys got to do something. That's what it is. 500,000 nerd coin. That's way too much. Instead of a shaved head challenge, what about a Jesuit hair crown look from Shogun? What? No, man, I'm chill. I'm chill on that. Although I would look really good in that haircut. Hey, I'm on your side. Hell yeah. Cool. My first super was just ignored. What? Oh, sorry, Lady Boner. Sorry, Lady Boner. And also, what a beautiful name you have. What if Logan is the one at the end of Deadpool 2? Maybe Deadpool causes him to become the worst one. Logan finds out they fight and then make up. Ooh, I kind of like that. I kind of like that, actually. That could be cool. I don't know that that's the way they'll go, but that's interesting. That's a good thought. Lady Bona. If it makes 2 billion, we all unsubscribe. God damn it. Shave your beard to look like Tony Stark. I'm good. I'm chilling. No Way Home fell short of 2 billion. Zero shot. Deadpool does. I thought No Way Home made like 2-3. Am I crazy? Did it not make 2? So we drop it May the 4th in Fortnite? Yeah, but I think it drops May the 3rd. So that Friday stream, I'll do a big Fortnite stream. 1.9. Okay. Right on. And that was without China, right? Man, 2 billion would be crazy. Yeah, it's probably not going to make 2 billion. I take it back. No Way Home didn't have Chiba, though, right? Yes. And it also did not have China. Did you know the last movie that made 1 billion? Barbie, probably? Barbie? Or Super Mario Bros? Or Oppenheimer. Top Gun? So Barbie didn't make 1 billion? I'm pretty sure. Deadpool will definitely not have China. Oh, you don't think so? Will Barbie show up in Secret Wars? I hope so. Josh, if you lose, make a serious video about talking about how how good Madam Web is. Yeah, but I haven't seen Madam Web, and I never will. I never will. I ain't watching that shit. Okay, audio. Member for 41 months. I appreciate it, man. It says, I have a feeling Cassandra isn't even the villain. Hulk bed scene inside Ant-Man's head. There's a whole third act they're keeping on the DL. That's true. That's true, and you could be onto something there. You absolutely could be onto something there. Faux show. Faux show. Oppenheimer will return in Secret Wars. That would be pretty funny. That's the bet then. You have to watch Madam Web. Okay, that's what I'll do. If Deadpool and Wolverine does not make 1 billion, I will watch Madam Web. And how about this? If Deadpool and Wolverine makes 2 billion, then I get to take a stream off. And what I mean by that is it'll be a regularly scheduled stream and we'll all be chilling, and then I'll get on, I'll say hello, I'll be like, yeah, oh, and by the way, I'm taking my day off. I'll see you guys later. Boom, stream over. Yeah. Paid time off. I need some paid time off from the chat. Hell yeah. So I'll come in, I'll be like, hey, what's up, guys? Over there. Well, by the way, fuck off! I'm out! Yeah. Let's shake on it. Okay. There you go. Yeah. Bro takes streams off all the time. That's not true. Not since I started I'm a streamer now. So I quit doing YouTube. I'm just mostly a streamer now. I've been streaming like crazy. I stream all the time. I stream when I'm streaming. I actually have been streaming I started streaming while I was streaming. It's a streamception. Yeah. Since yesterday? No, since like a couple weeks ago or something. Making you watch Madam Web is too far. Yeah, we could do it on Twitch so we can all just watch it together. That'd be kind of fun. Afternoon. Hope you're doing well, Den of Nerds. Wanted to say thank you for your hard work covering Marvel, Star Wars, and DC News. Do you think Secret Wars will be split into 2 parts? Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate your support on that. I think Secret Wars is being split. I kind of view Avengers 5 as the beginning of Secret Wars. It's possible they'll split it even further. Maybe it's several movies. But I think at the very least, it's sort of like Secret Wars Part 1, Secret Wars Part 2. Maybe Eternity Wars is this other part of it. Yeah, something like that could be cool. So, Yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on that, and I appreciate it. Jennifer Armstrong with a 10 spot. That's very kind. Thank you. Appreciate the support. Says, starting the pot for paid time off. Let's go. Oh, hell yeah. Hey, everybody, why aren't you guys more like Jennifer? Like, why isn't everybody just a little bit more like Jennifer? You know, she seems real swell. What are you guys doing? Sheesh. Josh cast as the Silver Surfer confirmed. Hey, that'd be kind of cool. I'd have to lose some weight, though. I'd be a fat Silver Surfer right now. Amaside B says they're going to go in Ant-Man's skull, and it's going to be Feige watching Quantumania, and we will all have to watch. Wow. That would be worse than Ralph Boner, for sure. For sure. Rossi with a buck. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you, Rossi. When's the next Diamond Lounge? Probably next month, brother. Josh, do you think that after A5, all the shows and movies will be on Battle World and the Secret Wars? Yeah, I think they might do something like that. Have a couple movies, maybe even a couple of shows, like exist in Battle World or like on Battle World or like while Secret Wars is. Yeah, that would be really cool. A Battle World saga, if you will. That'd be cool. I can already imagine Josh painted silver on a surfboard. Yeah, and I'm kind of doing this. Why don't you eat that planet? And then eat this planet. And then eat that planet. Yeah, that's right. They're going to CGI the Silver Surfer anyway. They might. Okay, guys. I don't even know what's happening anymore. We're off track. We're talking about silver. Talking about how if we get to 100,000 subscribers, I'll paint my butt silver and make it a whole stream. Rockaway Poppy says PTO pot Knicks in 4. Hey, I appreciate it, man. Thank you. If you do that, just don't tell us. Well, you know what I always say, show, don't tell. All right, everybody. Am I streaming tomorrow to talk about X-Men 97? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, boy. Yeah. Josh, likelihood of Evans Johnny making a reference to Alive being like Galactus. Ooh, I like that. That's a good take. That's kind of fun. Yeah, that'd be cool. All right, everybody. Thank you very much for hanging out with me today. You're rating me because, yeah? Hell yeah, let's do it. Peeps saying there is an X-Men clip. Much love. Is there a new X-Men clip? Oh, man, Is there a new X-Men clip? I don't know. Is there? I don't see one. I don't see one. Is there one? Is tomorrow's stream going to be early? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I don't think there is. Walkie says most people were just too young or dumb to get the Ralph Boner reference and thought it was just a D joke. It's actually pretty brilliant. Look, Kevin Feige's sock puppet account. We appreciate everything you've done, and you're really good, and you've done a lot right. But the Ralph Boner thing was not one of them. Everybody hated that. Don't do it again. So, thank you. But no thank you. I just watched the clip. What? Ooh, a new clip. We're never gonna stop streaming now. It's a 24-hour stream. We're just gonna stream all day and night. The hell is this? Where's the audio? The hell's happening here? Hang on, start it over. Top secret. Oh! Oh! What's going on? Damn, that looked clean. Rogue's real mad. So that's pretty cool. So she's going to some kind of top secret base and she's shitting on him. That's cool. Rogue's cool, man. You guys remember when we were worried about this show and like worried about the animations and everything? God damn. Like, bro, some of these, like this whole sequence here, I want to know who animated this. Holy shit. Damn. Okay. All right, shawty. Damn. Looks good. Yeah, it looks real cool. I remember all the concerns as well. Yeah, I mean, you can't really blame us for being concerned, though. I mean, given where Marvel has been at lately, we're all like, oh, boy. Bad Batch penultimate episode tomorrow. Cool. I'll catch up on all my Bad Batch tomorrow for sure. Twitch has stopped working for me. Hella and Gladiator Hulk are coming to Fortnite. Let's fucking go. Yeah, I saw that. It looks cool. Twitch stopped working for you? That's weird. Maybe Ryan already sent the raid over. I'm not sure. Still worried about the cake. I feel like we got enough cake over there. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy, but I feel like the demise of Rogue's ass was exaggerated. You know what I mean? We had like 2.3 in here yesterday at 6 a.m. PST for Deadpool trailer. It's hitting at least 1.5 billion for sure. Yeah, and on the Super Bowl, we had 14,000 people at one time watching. That's wild, guys. I'm telling you, I think the hype is there for this movie for sure. So, all right, everybody. Much love. Appreciate you guys. See you soon. Ta-ta for now. Is everybody gone? Did everybody leave? Oh, it's not making $1 billion. Oh, Josh, dude, Marvel's dead. Now you listen here. We got one MCU movie this year, and it's Deadpool and Wolverine. And so we're gonna get hyped. We're gonna show up. We're gonna tell our normie friends that if they wanna talk to us ever again, they better do the same. Get grandma in there. Get your sisters, nephews, uncles, cousin in there. Yeah, we're all gonna watch it and then we're gonna talk about it. We are so back. All right. Make sure you open up your third eye and wash out your stinky butt. Hole. Your butthole. All right.